$100,000 income. How many of you who have anybody here, and again, this is a new crowd. For those of you guys who have no idea who I am, I guess it might be a good idea to introduce myself very quickly. My name is Vick Strizheus, and I'm a founder of the company called 4%. You know, there's the 80-20 rule, and there's the 80-20 in the top 20, right? Makes it the 4%ers. Started, you know, we went into a pre-launch. When was that? About 7-8 months ago, Paul? Was that about 7-8 months ago or so? It was an idea, right, that now grew to over 120,000 members. We're on track to hit about 1 million members by the end of this year. And we just wanted to do cool things. Okay, we wanted to help people become great. I started in this industry in 2005, just like everybody, broke, you know, with a big dream, with a big desire to succeed, and did not know what I was doing, had no idea about systems, had no idea about traffic, had no idea about what to promote. You know, I don't know if anybody can relate to that, but I wanted to provide for my family. That was selfish. I was selfish in the beginning, and you know what? There is nothing wrong with being selfish. If you're selfish right now, if you're like, dude, I want to do this for my family, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to do this for me. If you're not married, I want to do this for me, you know? Because guess what? I got Paul over here, you know, sitting, you know, watching this stream, and he's, you know, head of our support. I cannot help him, okay, unless I know how to help myself. Anybody agree with that? Okay? Anybody agree? If you agree, let me know. I wanted to have a conversation here tonight with you. You know, I really do. I don't want to be preaching at you. I'll be sharing stuff that works for me, that works for a lot of people. My goodness, a lot of people. And I'll be sharing with you some crazy stories. I'll be showing you some stuff. We're going to be breaking down, you know, what it takes. 3 things. A lot of people complicate this money-making, business, marketing, conversion, you know, game, and you know, and they put fancy words around it. At the end of the day, you're just getting confused, right? And that was me. I was like, how do you make it work? And then you get intimidated by all these big guys that are doing, you know, things. You can't really reach them. You can't talk to them. You know, so you're like with a small fish. I'll give you the big fish player's guide tonight, right? That even if you're quote unquote small fish, right, it's not probably a better analogy, but even if you're somebody who's just getting started, I'm going to show you a way that if you truly want to make it, right? I believe, in my heart of hearts, I truly believe that you will have no excuse, you will have no reason why not make it, okay? So let me get this thing removed because we are officially getting started, okay? Welcome everybody. And so that's what we're going to be talking about, okay? McCoy agrees 100%, okay? Write this down, okay? Write this down. Or say this to yourself, or make a promise to yourself, okay? Do not, under any circumstances, follow an echo or a pretender. Unfortunately, there are so many out there, okay? Whoever you resonate with, whoever you follow, whoever you learn from, whoever you trying to get inspiration or ideas from, just make sure, okay, that person is a real thing. Because we surveyed a lot of people. And like 92% or something crazy like that of those people surveyed in our space, a lot of them pretending to be gurus, right? Selling courses and training programs and teaching people supposedly. They're making less than $100 or $1,000, actually less than $1,000 a month, okay? And so when I got started, you know, I borrowed a bunch of money to get started and started investing money on courses and products and started following and implementing. It didn't work. Nothing worked. Until I realized that, you know what happens is a lot of blind leading the blind, okay? Don't follow the blind. Initially, I didn't know, you know, and then my eyes started to open up a little bit, you know, and then my mentor said, I came across some mentors. One of them was Bob Proctor, right, in the personal development. There was 2 guys that really helped me. There was a personal development to really opened up my possibility, my think, you know what I mean? Like, dude, what's really possible? You know, back then, imagine this, right, being, you know, working for somebody else, $1,500 to $1,800, you know, you bring it in every month. And the idea of generating like $20,000 per month, which is really what was my goodness, if I can get there, you know, it would be like, you know, I mean, all my dreams come true, right? I mean, I can pay off the bills and it would be awesome. I don't know if I'd believed it at that time, you know. My first milestone was like, if I can get to 5,000 a month online, that would be like, you know, I've never made 5,000 before, right? But when I came across guys like Bob Proctor, right, some other people, Les Brown, who's also going to be with us at the conference coming up, they started to expand my thing. This is the first thing that everybody starting out, first and foremost, okay, it'll be impossible, literally impossible, okay, impossible, for you to break through that glass ceiling, which is your belief, right? What do you believe is possible? Do you believe 100,000 is possible for this other guy, not you? That's exactly what you're gonna get. You're gonna hit that ceiling, right? That glass ceiling. You don't know what's going on. Consciously you want it, subconsciously you don't believe it, right? So first and foremost, what really helped me was expanding my think. Bob Proctor was like, dude, paradigm shift, man. It's like, if whatever you see around you, it was an idea in somebody's mind. I'm like, true, right? True. And he's like, hey, if somebody can do 20,000 a month, if somebody can do 100,000 a month, if somebody can do 5,000 a month, if somebody can build a profitable business on the internet or off the internet or whatever they're doing, it doesn't matter what company, whether it's cleaning or servicing or products or information, it doesn't matter. Okay, you can do it. And he kept repeating that, and I kept listening, and then one day it's like, boom, you know what? I went from being like, okay, it might be possible it's possible for somebody else, to the more I listened to that kind of message, right? It became my mindset shifted from it's possible for somebody else to now maybe it's possible for me, just maybe, right? And then eventually it started to transition into, you know what? Truly, do this. If somebody else can do it, why not me, right? And so then I came across some people in the internet marketing space that became my mentor. Some of them passed away already, and I started learning about systems, okay? Systems. And I started learning about how do you stand out. I started learning about how do you approach marketing from a different perspective. How do you really stand out? What is marketing really? Who are you building? That kind of stuff. And that's when everything shifted for me. And so ever since like 2007, 2008 or so, I started really changing everything around in my business. I went from from being dead and broke to starting an online venture, right? Quitting all my jobs that I was working, everything that I was doing, and building out campaigns promoting other people's products. And I really started to learn. Again, I'm going to share with you guys some things that really helped me. And I had a big breakthrough in 2010-ish. Yeah, it was actually 2010. Where I really stumbled upon this systems concept. Okay, how do you systematize your success, and how do you start leveraging, right? How do you start leveraging, what you're doing? Because look, when we're sleeping here, our business can be working, right? When sun, sets down here in the United States, it rises somewhere on the opposite side of the, somewhere else in the world, right? So we can create a system around what we do. And you can apply these concepts and strategies around anything you're doing. Like if you're running a global operation, how many of you are running a global operation here? Like you're running a global thing. You got customers, you got prospects, like in Australia, in UK, in the United States, in South Africa, and where are you from? Okay, where are your customers from? Okay, where are your customers from? By the way, this is a totally I'm going to set the expectation here. What's going to happen here? Okay, we're going to talk a lot about strategies. We're going to talk a lot about. This is going to be a very back and forth type of a live stream, because I do want to talk to you. Okay, so if you could, okay, talk back to me, because I don't want to just talk to the camera. If you would like to join the 4%, okay. Learn how to become awesome. Learn how to take care of your marketing issues if you have any. Learn how to remove your blocks right now. You can feel free to join the 4% group. It doesn't require a credit card to get in. You can join. You can just become a member, right? Just verify your account, become a member. Take a look at what we're all about. If you want. If you don't want, take this information for what it's worth. Hopefully you apply this to whatever else, and then go prosper, and we'll be happy. It will be a win-win. Okay, but if you do want to become a member of what we do here, feel free to reach out to the person who maybe invited you here, or if there's a link somewhere around this share or whatever. Just go there and feel free to join us. Okay. So we wanted to change the game, because what happened was when I started learning about systems, right, I started to look at, okay, what really helped me? Okay, what really helped me become great in what I was doing? Okay, and that was three things. Okay, I'll tell you, there was three things. But I do want to know who is global here. Okay, global. Ted Sims is global. Okay. Worldwide, Lucky is saying. Dominican Republic, Costa Rica. All right, cool. You know what Facebook is going to do soon? That's what I heard anyways. They will be releasing an ability for me to be able to pull people in. I'm not sure if they released it. Maybe it's in a beta or something. They talked about it for a while. And do like an interview style. That would be really awesome, huh? What do you think about that? That would be really awesome. Okay. So what I'd like to share with you is a concept, okay, that all tremendously, like ultra successful people are utilizing. Okay, and it's really, really not that complicated. How many here are, how many here would like to hit 100,000 per year in income online? Is that a big number? Okay, is that a big number? Is anybody think that $100,000 per year doing what we're doing, you know, you can be selling books, you can be promoting whatever the product that you promote, you can be building a team, you can be selling your own product, right? How many of you think that $100,000 is a lot in this day and age? Okay? I would argue it's not. In fact, I would argue with in what's going on right now, right? With, look, like I'm talking to a camera right here in my studio, okay? There is nobody else in the room but Paul, and we got 850 people watching us live, okay? From all around, you know, all different countries, right? So if we're not aiming for at least that, there is no reason, okay? Now, why do so many people, and dude, I wish I could, I'm new, it feels big to me, okay? Andrew, okay, I appreciate that, okay? Very doable in our space, okay? Miles is saying, Luna, what, yeah, hello, Luna, okay, hello, Luna, okay? So, how many of you think that is big? And be honest, okay, just be honest, right? Look, I used to think that is huge. In fact, I used to think that it's impossible, okay? And I think, you guys, so I was able to go from promoting other people's products to developing things. I'm not going to bore you with my story. It's not important. I want to talk to you about you, okay? Because you're not here to hear my story. It's whatever. It's my story. But I was able to, I was fortunate enough, right, and privileged enough to work with a lot of people. A lot of people. A lot of people. I mean, we ran campaigns that generated, you know, like over 500,000 people into a funnel within like 3 months, right, of actually launching it. You know, promoted programs where we had our system generated like tens of millions of dollars for other companies, okay? It's because understanding the systematic way of approaching your marketplace, okay? But there is also, see, I got a test over here because I was testing the thing over here, okay? So number one, okay, what do you think? Tell me, and just be upfront with me. What do you think is the first component, okay, if I was to aim for hitting $100,000, which is, well, first of all, is I got to do the math, right? What is $100,000? So if I do $100,000 in a year, okay, divided by 12 months, that's $8,333, okay? So right there, I'm just going to put this star right here, okay? $8,333.33, okay? That's per month. Okay? Now, what is it per day? Okay, divided by 30. Okay, that's $277 per day. See, a lot of people confuse, a lot of people just, they're standing in their own way of success. It's 277. Okay, what is it? 77, right? Per day. Okay? So, a lot of people, from what I see, okay, with working with a lot of people, we can stand in our own way, all right, of reaching that. Because if we think in terms of like, okay, if we think in terms of $100,000, that can be unfathomable. It's a lot. Our mind just shuts down. We're like, okay, I can't even think about it. I can't comprehend it. I don't see how I'm going to get there, right? So what really helped me is initially scale down, right? So scale down concept is important. Now let me hold on. For most, it is big, yeah. Mark Anthony is saying. Okay, does that make sense so far? Yes? So number one is scale down, whatever your goal is. You can be 100,000 a year, scale it down to monthly, scale it down to daily, scale it down to per hour if you need to. okay? I wouldn't recommend per hour. I would recommend scaling it down to maybe like, chunks of the day, right? So maybe before noon and then afternoon, okay? So here's how much money I want to make before noon, which would be like what, right? Let me just grab a calculator. So it's 277, let's say 278 divided by, divided by 2. It's $139, okay? $139. See that? $139 by noon. Noon, okay? And 139 p.m., okay? Now, when I look at this, okay, now, do you see how this can be doable? Like really, really doable. How many of you right now, when you look at this, you're like, this is actually possible. Like, I don't want you to start believing in it, like 100%, but I want you to go from like, it's virtually almost impossible, seems impossible, to like, you know what, I think I can do it. Because this could be one sale, right? I mean, it could be just one sale. Maybe it can be a couple sales. Okay? Maybe this could be just one sale. See what I'm saying? So I don't need to own the product necessarily. Yeah? I don't need to own the product, but I've got to make sure that I have this component number 1, okay, which is make a decision. Okay? I got to make a decision that I'm going to go for it. Okay? I'll tell you a secret. You all want to know the secret? The secret is this. Most people don't make it. Why? Because they never decided to make it. I mean, I can talk about like doing the live stream like this, for months. But unless I actually turn on the camera, hit the broadcast button on this little software that I have on this computer, right, and just go, right, it will never happen. So I got a question for you, okay, and tell me, declare to the world if that's what you really want, because I really want to, like, my goal, I don't really have anything to sell you. I mean, we're, like, what we're doing in the 4%, our goal right now, and I just had we just had a team get together in a Facebook group like a couple hours ago, and I said, you know what, we're gonna dominate this marketplace with coolness, like genuine, authentic coolness. You know what I mean? Like really helping people, not giving them a handout, but giving them a hand up. You know what I mean? Just really helping people break through, because why? There is so much garbage going on in this industry right now. There's so much fluff, okay, misleading information that might seem to you on a surface, might seem like, dude, this is like the best thing in the world. I so want to be a part of it. I so want to do it. And people literally selling houses, okay, emptying their bank accounts, emptying their 401ks, their entire livelihood, savings, okay, investing, thinking that just because they can buy into the thing, okay, they'll be successful. And then they're not successful, and then they're like, dude, my life is over, man. Okay? It is insane. So we wanted to do something about it, and the only way we do something about it is we just be real about it. Just be real about it. And so really that's where we are. So I don't really have anything to sell you, some kind of product, to try to get you, into some sort of a thing. But if you would like, just have an open heart and just have a conversation here with us, okay? So make a decision part, okay? Unless I decide. So what is make a decision? Okay, it goes a lot. We talk about there's the internal communication that happens, right? And internal communication, I'm not going to make a decision if I don't understand this. See what I'm saying? Like, I can make a decision consciously, but it's got to be unconscious. Okay, unless I become so convinced that, you know what, I need to do this. Tony Robbins says you don't have your wants. Okay, you don't get what you have to have, even, right? He's like, you get what you must have. Okay, so what is a decision for me? Why? Okay, why do you even need 100,000 or whatever that amount is? Okay, do you even need this? Okay, do the math. Figure out what exactly it's going to do for you. Have something that's intangible that you can attach to. Like I said, to me in the beginning, I was selfish. Okay, nothing wrong with that, because you cannot save the world. You cannot be, this big giant helper or this, contributor to the world in many ways, unless you understand how to solve your financial challenges. Anybody agree with that? Okay, a lot of people talk about money is not important. Dude, try to hold your breath. Like, just try it for like 3 minutes. Okay, I mean, kind of like money. You don't have the flow coming in, dude, you're going to die, right? Especially in business. But here's the thing. If you endorse a product that you believe in, my think is that I need to do everything in my power, okay? That's moral and ethical, to get into as many people's hands as possible that are ready for it, right? So I cannot be casual about it. I cannot be like, if I'm convinced, like, you know what I mean? This is nothing but a scorecard. This becomes nothing but a scorecard, okay? So the why. What else do you think is important here in making a decision? Appreciate the hearts, appreciate the shares, I appreciate the likes here, you guys. If you're just joining us, we're talking about how do you engineer $100,000 online. Okay, that can be per month or per year. Heck, it can be per day. Okay, I've generated campaigns that brought in the biggest one generated $1 million, close to $1 million in about 18 hours. I've generated campaigns before that generated over $1 million in sales on a monthly consistent basis. Didn't get to keep all of that money, but I got to keep a little bit of it. But that goes to show you that what I'm going to walk you through here, it's important stuff. Okay, it's important if you want to succeed. Now, people that are casual about this right here, okay, people that are casual about this will never make it. It's almost like you got to declare to the world, man. It's like, dude, I've decided this is mine. You got to claim it, and nothing else exists. Like nothing else really. There's no. You're so convinced that you're gonna get it. You're so convinced. Okay. You can see it. You can taste it. You can smell it, right? And you internalize it. Like you just know, like you know. You know what I mean? Like you know. Like you go to a supermarket, right? You get out of your car. You go to a supermarket. You walk to your door. The decision has already been made that you're entering into that supermarket. You don't even think about the possibility. Okay, I'm not going to enter it. You just like boom, you just go, right? I don't know if this is making sense. Okay, hope it does. Now, what is next? Okay, the next thing is this is like where it gets sexy. Okay, but unless I've committed here, I'm not going to do the second part, which is this. I'm going to put it up. Okay, I want to put it up. Number 2, okay, is a system. Okay, now this is an interesting thing, and a lot of people are not like. A lot of people don't understand it. They think system is when somebody's making the sales for me. That's part of it. There's 2 systems that we need to have. Okay, 2 things. Okay, there's 2 systems that we need to have. Number 1. Okay, I'm just gonna do A and B probably. Again, this is like I'm totally. I was telling Paul literally like right before going live. I'm like, dude, I need like a little outline or something we're gonna talk about. I really don't. I'm just telling you from experience. I'm just telling you from just living, right, this kind of stuff and doing this for you know many years, 13 years right now, you know, and it's been cool. So number one, when it comes to systems, okay, I need to have a system that will help me become a person that will be worthy of generating this right here. Does that make sense? So everything is going to come together. It's very, very important. Okay. So I need to have a training system. Training. Okay, training. Okay, I need to have a training system. Why is a training system important? A lot of people are not focusing on this, and they should. Let me tell you why. Okay, a double boomerang. Gary Roberts, what's up, man? Elvira, good to see you. Okay. How many people here watching this, right? And you want to be able to control your economy. You know what the big fallacy right now in our space, and you probably all heard about it, especially if you're an internet entrepreneur, right? Affiliate marketer. The big fallacy is this. You don't do anything. You work 3 hours a week Heck, you work 30 minutes a day. You just check your email and you just send an email. Take it 30 minutes a day. You go out there, you do whatever you want, right? You drink, you have fun, you go hang out, and money just rolls in. Have you seen that? Okay. Have you seen that? Okay. Now, is that sexy? Yeah, man. A lot of people are joining it. However, is that something that is helping you long term? There is a short-term gratification possibly, right, in our mind that we can be like, this is attractive, and when you fork out the money to join something, okay, and then for the first day you're like super fired up. For the first week you're like, dude, this is cool because you get this gratification in your head, right? This endorphin, these endorphins flying, rushing in, right? You're like, dude, you feel good because you just made an investment, you just joined something. This is a brand new start, but you don't learn this right here. You don't have this. You just focus on somebody else to handle things for you. Okay, you are going to get hurt. How many of you can attest to that right now? Okay, how many of you can attest that what I'm telling you right now, maybe you've experienced? Okay, write this down. Write this down. Never ever depend on anybody for your marketing, okay, and for building your business. Never. And here I am, the guy, that creates systems, telling you this. Okay? Why would I tell you this? Okay? Because if you do, then you're setting your family up for disappointment one day. It may be 3 months from now. It may be 2 years from now. Okay? I can tell you guys some things. I'm not sure if I'm not going to go into that detail, but I want you to understand the reality of what's going on and how to make it. The reality. The reality is this. You've got to learn the game, and you've got to become a person worthy of this. Okay? So what do you learn? Okay? You learn a couple things. On the training system, okay, you learn, okay, you develop yourself. Okay? And you learn skills. That's it. That's it. Every single day. Somebody says, you know what, your income producing activity should be just marketing, 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 marketing. Wrong. Your income producing activity, part of it is developing yourself. Okay? What goes into developing yourself? Does it take a long time? No. 1 hour a day. If you don't have 1 hour a day to work on your personal self-improvement, you ain't got life, man. Ladies, 1 hour a day. How much time do you dedicate to doing your makeup? Okay, ladies, come on, tell me how much time do you got going towards making yourself look pretty, right? In the morning before you head out, right? Okay. Like, dude, really? Like, we're talking about changing your life. How many of you think that realistically, if I can help you get to $100,000 a year, if I can get you this to a monthly, if I can show you and you really understand, something clicks inside, and you're like, dude, I can do it. I really can. I can, right? And you see how you can get it. But if you follow it, how many of you think it will be life-changing for you, right? Life-changing for you, right? But then as you're doing it, now, depending on what your business model is, and then you can teach from your perspective, how many of you think that you can potentially shift the paradigm of what's going on in the marketing world right now? Okay? Deep down, listen to your heart. Okay? If you like that, give me like a heart or something. 3 hours to get ready for Luna. My minutes. Stu is 5 minutes. Hey, Stu, that's awesome. I'm actually 2 minutes for Eva. Okay? More than that, 3 hours for Tatiana Mushenkov, Carla, 10 minutes. What I'm saying though, right, is look, we dedicate time to ourselves. In business, what do you need? What do I need? I need to do this. I need to expand my think. Expand your think every single day. Okay? I don't care how busy you are. I don't care if you're working 18 hours a day. Okay? I don't care if you got 3 jobs going on and you're trying to build your online, your online career part-time. Hold on a sec. 4%ers, we're gonna, I'm telling you, I'm seriously considering adding Kangen water into our portfolio, because this is good. So I want to expand my think. You know what I mean? Like I want to expand my mindset. I want to listen to things that will expand my possibility of what's possible for myself. Write this down. People are attracted to visions, not your product. Your product is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. I don't care how, like if I'm selling this Kangen water right here, okay, which I probably will. Okay. It's not the water that people are buying. Look, I've invested $10,000 or $5,000 into this machine at the office, and then another $5,000 for my home. Not because I wanted the water, okay? It's because I wanted something that's beyond that water. When people are buying my products, when I'm selling whatever it is I'm selling, I want to expand my think. Why? Because I want to become more attractive. Okay, we're going to be talking about influence and persuasion. Okay, the way we become influential in our marketing, which we're going to get into the system here in just a little bit here, is going to stem from these little details. But here's the thing: if you have a puzzle and you're missing pieces, your puzzle is not your big picture. You don't have a full picture, right? And it's difficult. Like if you're missing pieces, people get it, people feel it, and then it comes across in your marketing, comes across in your approach, comes across in how you market and everything. Does that make sense? Okay. Travis is saying 5K per month for life. Okay, right on. Go Kangen water, Sharon. Healthier life. That's it, man. That's it. So number one, you guys, okay? For me, that's important. Expand your think, because it's not only for your benefit, it's for your marketing, because people are attracted to visions, okay? Do you think guys like Sir Richard Branson, Elon Musk, why does Warren Buffett reads for 4 hours a day or 5 hours a day, crazy, something like that, right? Why do all these, these thought leaders and huge entrepreneurs, they just read, they just feed themselves? Why? Right? Because it's important. They're developing themselves. Now, another thing I'm going to tell you this, and this is my personal opinion, and I can tell you, guys like Will Smith will tell you as well, right? If you want to succeed in business, okay, another thing that I must focus on is I need to develop, and I did not do that before, okay? And it kind of, it reflected in what I was doing. But I want to focus on developing my body, okay? I want to have energy, okay? I want to make sure that I'm vibrant. I want to make sure that, I get things moving. My blood is flowing, okay? Everything is working. I feel good, okay? Why is it important? Write this down. People are attracted to energy, okay? If you don't have energy, will you be attractive? Will you be as influential? You know what I mean? Hold on a sec, I'm getting my software update. Remind me later. Okay, hopefully it's not going to interrupt the stream. Okay, we're still live, everybody? Are we still live? You guys tell me if we're still live. Okay. So look, what I found is that, look, what we do, okay, if we don't focus on, like, even if it's 10 minutes, just walk, just jog, just go outside. We have, summer coming up, spring coming up. Just go outside for like 10, 15 minutes, just walk. Okay? Something like that is going to get your, Tony Horton, who we bring out for our conference, he'll tell you, right? He's like, dude, you can change your mood, you can change your business, you can change your thinking, you can change your everything by just physical movements, right? And you don't have to go to the gym and live in the gym for 2 hours a day. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, okay? So the entire personal development part right here, okay, it's going to take you what? Okay, it's going to take you maybe an hour and a half total, right, per day. 1 hour for this, maybe 30 minutes for this, okay? You're done. Every day. How simple is that? How many think that you can do this? We're going to get into the marketing strategies in just a minute, okay? But if I want to be influential and persuasive and magnetic, people are attracted to energy. So if somebody's like, oh man, it's Monday. Another Monday, Dude, last week sucked, man. I'm pretty sure this week's gonna suck too. Who the heck is gonna be attracted to you, man? You know what I mean? So it's important, right? So next, okay, I want to develop my skills. Okay, what are the skills? Look, I'm gonna tell you, for like 80%, 90% of what, heck, 96% of everything that you're buying, like I was, you don't need. You don't need. 96% of everything you're buying, you don't need. Okay? Here's what I need. Skills. What are you promoting? Somebody tell me what are you promoting. Somebody tell me if it's an informational product, or if it's an e-commerce product, or if it's like a physical product. Okay? So check it out. You take a look at what you promote. Identify what are your key levers in your business model. Okay? So for informational products, for example, okay? Info marketing, which is the industry that I'm in teaching, right? I can apply this to anything. What do I need? I need to focus on inflow. All right. I need to create an attraction. Okay. So I need to create, again, I'm trying to explain this to you that would be really, really simple. So in other words, I need to pull people into my front door. Okay. You know what? Let's call it like this. Really, really simple, in really simple terms. I'm gonna focus on traffic. Okay? I'm gonna traffic to promo site. Okay, traffic to promo site. When I'm talking about traffic, okay, I don't need to overcomplicate this thing. I need to go for the best. Write this down. Do not be cheap, okay, when you're trying to build your business. I'll tell you guys a secret. A lot of people are looking for the cheapest traffic source available, okay? The cheapest traffic. Maybe you can't afford it. Maybe your situation like that. It might hurt you more than help you, okay? If you go for the cheapest, it might be more expensive for you long term, okay? So a little secret for you. Don't be cheap when you're trying to build something great, okay? Over here, developing yourself, don't be cheap when you try to develop yourself, okay? Don't cheat either when you're trying to develop yourself. With traffic, don't get fooled by, thinking that, hey, just if traffic is cheap, if I can get 5-cent visitors, then I just need to jam my site with those 5-cent visitors. If it does not work, stop doing it, okay? With traffic, it's really, really simple. I need to focus on quick traffic methods, okay? I need to focus on, I'll tell you, we're creating a training that we're going to be releasing here. One sec. Complete traffic mastery. Okay, check this out. Okay, you guys want to know the traffic sources? Okay, if you really want to have just master traffic, you want me to blow you away with something? Let me see if I can do this. Okay. How far can you see? Can you see all the way up to here? Okay, you can. Let me do this. Okay. Here are the main channels for traffic, but don't get overwhelmed. I'm just going to paint the big picture here for you. Okay. By the way, we're going to be releasing this, and it's coming up. It's coming up real soon here. Okay. So check this out. It's really, really simple. Okay. Email traffic. I'm gonna touch a little bit about each one of those. Okay. Display traffic. Okay. We've got Facebook traffic, which is important. I'm talking about paid. Okay. These are the traffic sources that work right now. Okay. Instagram traffic. Okay. Now, speaking of Instagram traffic, just to give you how powerful, give you an idea how powerful this thing alone is. I had you guys know an account on Instagram. It's called Daily Dose. Tim Kersliv. Okay. They control them. There's him and a couple of his partners. So they got this network, right? They dominate. I mean, they're all the like major, like I think close to like 4 million or just over 4 million reach they got, on Instagram alone. So he was telling me he was just, in our studios here, and we were recording traffic training on Instagram specifically. Okay, how to become the best on Instagram. And I'm like, dude, what's possible on Instagram right now? Okay, because I was not really tapping into that, but Instagram, I think they got about, I think they're up to like 600 million users right now on Instagram, and it's booming. Okay, 7.2 or 7.4 billion people in the world right now. Okay, Facebook is over 1.5 billion. So check this out. Over 1.5 billion. Okay. Now there's almost another 6 billion people that are not even on Facebook that are coming to Facebook, and Facebook bought Instagram, right? So this can potentially be as big, if not bigger, than Facebook for traffic. And right now, they're tiny little baby. And I'm like, okay, so what's possible just on Instagram alone? He's like, well, Vic, we've delivered as much as 4 million visitors of real people from Instagram to a link in 3 days. Okay? How crazy is that? Okay? How crazy is that? And this is just one little pocket of traffic generation, right? Now, what I need to do though, look, what I need to do is I need to say, okay, what are going to be my skill sets? Okay? If I want to become great, if I want to do this, it's really, really as simple as, pointing your finger and say, okay, I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to become great at that. And forget everything else for a moment, for a time, right? Until you really master one thing, and then just add to it, like a Lego piece, right? Just boom, 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 add to it. And then with what I'm going to show you with systematizing this thing, you can really create a giant machine. You won't be able to stop it even if you wanted to. Okay? Okay, good. Does that make sense? So check it out. That's not everything though yet, right? We got Twitter. Twitter is kind of, okay? Twitter is going through some turbulence right now, but they're still a big major player right now, okay? There's Twitter ads you can dabble into, okay? Now, we've got YouTube. My goodness, this is, okay, YouTube traffic. Huge, virtually untapped territory right now, okay? We've got, let's see, mobile traffic, okay? Okay, let's see what else we've got. Of course, we've got pay-per-click, okay, the big gorilla. Okay, what else we've got? We've got content, right? I'll just give you traffic. Okay, what else? Of course, there's retargeting. Can't forget retargeting. Okay, there is a big thing, you guys. It's called influencer. Influencers traffic. Huge. Okay, so I can go. Okay. If you know what how to tap into this, which again we'll train you if you want. Okay. By the way, how many of you guys would like to learn all this stuff, like or at least have access to all this? Be like, dude, if I could have that in my arsenal, and I'm talking about this kind of stuff that's not like that worked 3 years ago. Literally, who is the best? I'm not the best in Instagram. Okay, I'm not the best in Instagram. I'm really good here. I'm really good here. Okay, pretty good here. Okay, really good here, okay, really good here, really good here, okay, and really good in some other things like, for example, systems, okay, systems traffic master, okay, systems traffic. Okay, then we've got, and we got some stuff I can't share with you yet, okay, but 4%ers you guys will learn, okay, so check it out. If you had a choice, and you would be like, okay, what do I want to learn? Okay? It can be overwhelming if you think you need to learn everything. But you know what the cool part is? Point your finger. Do you like to surf Instagram all day long? Go to Instagram, learn. Okay, so what we say we're gonna do is, say, okay, in 4%, we're gonna bring who is the best in the world. There's a lot of small fish, there's a lot of pretenders, there's a lot of echoes out there trying to train people on how to do Instagram traffic. They got no clue what they're doing, right? So what I'm saying is this: identify. And you guys, I ain't got nothing to sell you. Okay, I'm just giving you a bird's eye view here. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 12 traffic sources or 12 traffic generating streams, okay, that you can tap into and get tons of traffic from. Each one of these can make you a millionaire in of itself, in by itself. Like if I want to help and just master email traffic, I can become a millionaire per year. By the way, my definition of a millionaire is not somebody who made $1 million in 5 years combined, period. Everybody here is probably a millionaire. I mean, everybody. You live long enough, you'll be a millionaire, even if you work at McDonald's. You know what I mean? I mean, you just live like 200 or 300 years, you probably become a millionaire. Okay? A millionaire definition of a millionaire to me is somebody who can pull that off in a year, in a 12-month period. Right? That's kind of important, because that person can teach you something that this other guy who had to work 8 years to reach $1 million in earnings cannot teach you. Okay? So influencers traffic, I'm talking about networks of people that you can get introduced to tap into other people's platforms, such as Instagram, such as Facebook, such as display, such as email, right? And you can start here. By the way, we're going to be tapping, you guys are going through the Operation 100K in 4% right now. We're going to be, I think it's module 11 or 12 coming up. We're going to be tapping into this right here. You're going to start learning about influencers traffic. Crazy, crazy, crazy idea. So people that are saying, you know what, traffic is not, it's something that's like, I cannot learn, I cannot do this, or I cannot do that. I'm here to tell you, it's the easiest thing, okay? But you've got to make a decision. Got to make a decision, okay? And you've got to make a decision to develop your skill set by learning this first skill, which is traffic generation, from somebody who knows what they're doing, okay? If you're buying courses right now, and deep down you're like, I don't really know, okay? I would suggest stop buying them, because you'll probably end up spending more money, and misinformation or wrong information is more expensive, okay, than the premium level course that you were putting off to buy. And again, I'm not selling you a thing here, okay? I'm just telling you as a friend, somebody that you follow, hopefully, right, to hopefully save you some money. Make sense? Do not be cheap in your approach to become great. Okay? Is the stream okay, you guys? I see some people saying this is glitchy. Please continue to be passionate with this group. You're onto a real winner here. This business will explode. I just know it will. Darren. Best training on earth, David St. Clair. You guys like this? We continue? My goodness, we've been here for how long now? And almost an hour. You all got time, or do we want to break it down for part 2 or something like that? Tell me. Okay. Okay. So skill number 1 is traffic generation. Yep, you got it. So look. Ah, man, I'll tell you. How many of you guys here are just? I'll do a shameless plug. Okay. Because I know what I'm going to tell you. How many of you right now, you are not part of the 4%? You're not a part of the 4%. Not yet. Okay? What I would encourage you is create yourself a free account. Just don't, you can do whatever you want, but since it doesn't cost you anything, wouldn't you think it would be an idea for you to at least check it out, right? Because what we wanted to do is this. Look, I'm not the best at everything, okay? The reason we wanted to create the 4% is we said, look, what do you need to be successful, okay? With all the garbage, like 96% of people, of everything that people are buying, including you don't need to buy. You can save yourself a whole bunch of money, focus on the key elements that will really make the difference and move the needle for you, okay? So who is the best, okay? The next thing that your skill sets, okay, is influence and persuasion. Influence and persuasion. Okay? We said, look, who is the best in the world today? Not 10 years ago, not 5 years ago, not somebody who wrote a book 10 years ago, right? Who is the best in the trenches, doing it, not a guru on a high horse telling you what to do, but who is literally out there doing it right now that has the results and proof to back it up in the area of traffic generation? Now, we have identified there is all these different traffic generation things, right? And we said, okay, I can't teach you Instagram. Dude, I'm not even on Instagram right now. But you know what? I'm going to explode Instagram, okay? Upwards of millions of followers. You'll watch me. Now, if I want to learn Instagram, do I go to some kid who says, hey, buy my Instagram training or buy my followers on Instagram and explode your account. Who needs to buy followers, dude? Really? Like if somebody's going to go and, and if a 9-year-old is playing on his phone and he's got some sort of a pop-up on the game that he's playing saying, hey, dude, in order for you to advance to the next level, you got to follow this guy and this guy and this guy on Instagram. And I got 9-year-olds following me. Is that going to lead to this? You see what I'm saying? So there's so many pretenders. So I'm like, okay, for me personally, for Vick, who is the best? Okay? I want to go to somebody who's doing it. And I want to go and learn from that guy. So that's what I got. Okay? Got connected with Tim. Daily Dose. Check him out on Instagram. Daily Dose. Okay? That's just, I think on that account, they're like 1-point-something million followers. They manage like crazy. There's different, there's so much things that, so anyway, we got the training and we said, look, if I want to tap into that, I'm gonna get the Kangen water quality of the water, right? The Rolls Royce of the car industry, if you want to put it that way, of traffic generation just in this pocket of traffic alone. Now, who is the best at Facebook? Who is the best here, right? And so what we wanted to do is we wanted to deliver that to the marketplace. Now, what's going to happen is, because of the power, look, 4 million visitors in 3 days is what's possible to deliver here. I can become a millionaire just off of this alone, right? But then I can expand it. Now I'm getting the information. I don't need to focus on all of this, 96%, okay? I don't need to worry about, is this guy teaching me right or wrong, or if he's doing, what he's talking about. I know I'm getting the most potent information, and if I just put this blinders on and say, you know what, for the next 30 days, I'm going to master, just 30 days. You don't need to overcomplicate things. You don't need to overwhelm yourself. Just for the next 30 days, I'm going to focus on traffic generation. And you know what? I'm going to focus on mastering, maybe it's Instagram, maybe it's email, maybe whatever traffic source. But pick one. Make sense? Pick one. The reason that you're failing is because you're trying to do everything. Okay, you feel like you need to learn everything. How many of you guys feel like that right now? Right? You feel like, my goodness, I need to learn that, and I need to learn that, and I need to learn that, and this, and this, and the other. And you get overwhelmed, and that leads to procrastination, right? And that leads to frustration, and that leads to you just being completely like, want to, pull your hairs out, and you don't know what to do to how to make it work. And then ultimately, you don't even think about this because you're so like in this minutia. Right? You're like, dude, I can't even figure this out. So big thing here, okay, is breaking it down, scaling it down, and putting it on paper so that you can, when you see it, it makes sense. Now let me ask you this. Tell me if when I explain it to you like this, okay, does this style make sense to you? Okay? When we break it down like this, does this make sense? At least a little bit. Maybe do you have that feeling like, you know what? Kind of does make sense. It's not really as complicated as I wanted to, as I think it would be, right? Now, as I'm learning this, check it out. As I'm learning this, right, I've got to have this going as well, because as I'm getting people here, I need to become more influential, don't I? Okay, I need to learn persuasion. The world's highest success, let me put it like this. The world's top performers in business, okay, the world's elite earners, okay, people that are super successful financially, especially in business, they all have one thing in common. One thing, okay? They are all masters at persuasion, okay? This thing is not optional. It's not optional. Let me tell you why. Because you're in people's business, okay? You're in people's business. You need to understand this persuasion thing, because if you're getting traffic to something that you don't even own or control, like maybe an affiliate site, and you don't take the time to do this right here, see this piece right here is missing from a lot of the companies. Why? Because they want to keep you captive, man. You know what I mean? They want to keep feeding you stuff so that you can keep biting on that stuff. You keep buying stuff. You never take the time to develop the real business, which is what? What's the real business? Tell me. What's the real business in your business? Is that the product? No, that's not. Is that your marketing system, your real business? No, it's not. The real business in your business is you, okay? It's me. Make sense? It's possible, Terrence saying, okay? Amy, I love your teachings. From complete beginner, I know a lot more now. I got value from every single training. Okay, cool. Focus makes sense. Don't spread yourself too thin. Okay. You can do it, right? So let's talk about this, okay? Influence and persuasion, okay? So there are key elements in business, you guys, that, again, you don't need to learn a lot. Let's say if I pick, okay, Instagram traffic, okay? Let's just say that, because this is like huge right now. It's booming trend right now. Everybody's is trying to master it. There's courses being launched out left and right from Instagram. Most of them are garbage, by the way. But if I want to master this and I say, okay, 30 days, okay, I'm going to dedicate. I'm gonna go through. Maybe I got an Instagram training or something, right? If you guys are in 4%, we're gonna have this coming out literally from Tim, the guy that's the best in this world. And we're gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna go through it once just to get a general overview, and then as I'm going through it, I'm gonna dedicate the next 10 days. 10 days, okay? And I'm gonna go module 1, create an account. What do I need to have for an account? What do I, how do I create it? How do I do the bio link and all that stuff, right? How do I create my style, which is really, really important? How do I do this? And then you go down to the marketing piece of it, right? So over the next 10 days, literally 10 days, okay, you can get this set up, and then you take another week or 2 weeks. It really doesn't take more than that. Week or 2 weeks to master it to the point to where you can automate it. You don't master something unless you can automate it and you can unplug yourself and you can systematize what you have started. You build a system around it so that I can take off now and have this running while I focus on adding another puzzle or another piece of the puzzle to it. Does that make sense? Okay. Does that make sense? So, so as soon as I learn something, I want to be able to automate it, and then I add another thing to it. Okay, maybe I go to influencers traffic, or maybe I focus on content or pay-per-click or systems traffic. My goodness, when we talk about systems traffic, it's going to blow you away. Okay, now another thing that I do is I spend about an hour a day learning this right here. Okay, just like it's actually part of developing yourself, but it's also a skill set. It's influence and persuasion. It's communication. Okay, it's the ability to be able to present your message. It's the ability to write an email. It's the ability to to communicate in print, in writing, in text, in webinars, in different platforms, depending on what you're doing. Okay, it's really, really, really important. So again, going back to the 4% idea, we said, okay, who is the best? Am I the best trainer on influence? Not really. I know it. I've paid a lot of money to learn it, but I'm not the best. So who is the best in the world? And we brought that person in, right? And so we're going to be bringing that that training as well. Okay, what else do you need? Okay, what else? What's a third skill set? Okay, the third skill set that you need to master, okay, is automation. Okay, in my skill sets category here. Okay, make sense? Automation. So I need to understand how do I, whatever is working as I'm getting traffic, as I create my communication method, how do I automate my entire thing? And it's a skill, okay? That ultimately, if I want to have that freedom, what this will allow me to do is it will allow me to plug in any product that I'm promoting on the back end of that funnel, and my income never stops. My income never stops. If that product goes away tomorrow, or that company goes away tomorrow, okay, something happens, I just plug something else, okay, because I know what it takes to really run a business. Make sense? Now, the second thing, okay, training systems. That's training systems, okay? So you've got to have a solid training system that you focus on building you, okay? Number 2 is selling system. Okay? A selling system. So it's still under the systems category here, okay? I'm going to do it like this to make it easy. If you guys want, we can break this down into like a couple parts. I know this is getting a little late. Okay? This is system. So number 1 is marketing. I'm going to do it like this. Okay? Or not marketing, excuse me. Make a decision. Number 2 is systems. That's the 3 components. Okay? So selling system. Tell me if you guys would like to break this for this live video is malfunctioning. Can I access a recording of this later? I don't. Talk to Mark Zuckerberg, man. I don't know. Talk to Mark. He'll tell you. Let me see if we're still streaming and everything's good. Dun, 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 dun. Hold on a sec. I will give you a couple pointers about the system there. Okay. Everything is good. Okay. Okay, that's good. We're live. Everything is okay. Because sometimes I don't get the comments. I don't see what's going on here on my phone. But so it's good. Okay, good. That's cool. Okay, so selling systems. Okay, check this out. Okay. When I think of a selling system, okay, I think of this. You got your front end. Okay. You got your front end. You got your center. Okay, your core, if you will. Okay, and then you got your back end. Okay. This is typically like a funnel, if you will. Okay, so if you picture, a lot of people coming in, you got your front end here. Okay, this would be your core right here. Okay, this would be your back end. Okay, so what I want to do, okay, is I want to have this. First of all, I want to have a selling system that would be automated. Okay. Second thing, I want a selling system that would be resistance free, point of entry. Okay, resistance free point of entry, and then I want to have multiple streams of income. You've got to have it, man. You've got to have it. Okay, Bob Proctor talks about it. His M3 systems, okay, or his M3 income. You've got to have it. Okay, so when you're creating automation, okay, for your selling system, this can be something as very simple as an autoresponder automation. Okay, if you're building a team, it can be a replicated system. It's got to have a resistance-free point of entry. In my opinion, is really. We've created systems that, like for example, some systems or some funnels. Okay, on the front end, we led with like a $497 product straight up and convert really, really well. So it's going to depend on what you promote, what your marketplace is, what's going on in the marketplace, what's going on in the world at the time that you're promoting this, all that good stuff, right? We also promoted something that, that was a low end, front end. What we wanted to do right now, you guys, is this. Typically, when it comes to a system, okay, or when it comes to like promotional funnels, okay, what you will see in the marketplace right now is that a lot of funnels are designed. Maybe they get you in for $1, $5, $7, whatever. Maybe it's on a trial basis or something like that. Okay, and then it's really useless. Okay, unless you upgrade. Okay, and that's cool. That works for a lot of people. What we wanted this. I'll just tell you what works the best for us. Okay, what works the best for us is what we're doing right now with the 4%, and that is this: resistance-free point of entry. It doesn't even cost people a dime to get in. Okay, it's literally free, no credit card required. Okay, now what we wanted to do is we wanted to deliver. Okay, we wanted to make sure that person coming in, okay, they will have a few things. Okay, they will have a world-class training. Okay, so they'll have a training system right here. Okay, they would also have a selling system. Okay, that can get them started, help them hit the ground running. Okay, without them having to create anything. And we also wanted to get him plugged in. Okay, to a community. Okay, very, very important. We want to make sure that he, when he gets in, Okay, this is what works for us. Your market might be different. Whatever you're doing might be different. Okay. Let me tell you the secret behind this, and a lot of people will probably copy this. So it's all cool. I guess somebody copies you. That's a good thing. It means you're probably doing something right. If you just take a look at what's going on in the marketplace, okay, this is like a very, very simple idea that, if you, constantly keep in the back of your mind as you're doing your funnels, your promotions, might work really well for you, okay? You take a look at what everybody else is doing, and then you listen to your heart, and then you go into your head, and you put together a strategy like that $8,333 per month is my scorecard. How can I focus on giving this person an experience, okay? And how do I win him over? Win him over is the new name of the game here. You cannot keep people captive. Those days are over. You cannot make people do things they don't want to do. Those are over, okay? Your turnaround will be crazy, okay, if you focus on being tricky. You know what I mean? So what works for us right now is we said, okay, I want to deliver to this guy more value, getting him plugged into all these things to help him hit the ground running within the next 24 hours or within the next 48 hours or within the next 7 days at the most, so that he can start believing that, what he got in here for actually works and helps him get result, okay? So that when he is following around all these other guys, and I want to educate him to make sure that he understands what it really takes to build a business while I help him build a business, right? And so the name of the game here, you guys, is be authentic. Is be authentic. In your marketing, like, we don't attract people that don't resonate with this message. The people that are looking for push button riches, they don't get attracted to us because we tell them like it is. By being authentic, you will attract people that will want to work with you, and your life is going to be so much easier, Now, here's the thing. Every successful entrepreneur, especially online, okay, they have multiple streams of income, okay? Multiple streams of income. This is where you can get paid. Where you can get paid from multiple channels, okay, by multiple companies. So when I thought about this, right, I'm like, okay, what works now? Okay, what works now? Again, goes back to what I was preaching. If you're following me for any period of time, right? It's like, take a look at what your competitors are doing, and you don't want to compete, right? You just want to do your thing. And so when you take a look at every successful entrepreneur, okay, when I got started about 2009 or so, 2010, I came across this multiple streams of income concept, right, to where I could get paid from multiple companies by doing one single activity, by doing what I'm doing anyways, right? I'm promoting a product, but but I can get paid from multiple channels by default. And then we started to systematize that, and so when we take a look at what's going on right now out there, okay, from the regulatories to to everything that's the messaging that's out there in the marketplace, we're like, okay, this person right here, okay, he's coming in like this. He's like, I don't know, I'm confused, okay? By being authentic, what we wanted to do is we wanted to create a systems approach. Okay, actually, I'm going to remove him. A systems approach to where, okay, we have. I don't have the room here to really display this. To where we build out a portfolio model. Okay, so for example, what will make your marketing be sustainable? Okay, write this down. It's cross-channel. Okay, cross-channel marketing, leading with products. This is going to be huge. You'll see. This is like, all the regulatory agencies are cracking down on like opportunities messages, and when you keep people, captive on all that stuff, because it's huge right now. So if you want to be successful long term, whether you're building it out for yourself, you have a team, you're doing your own thing, right? How can you create multiple streams of income? Like, for example, if you're marketing a product, you're selling a book, okay? You're teaching people how to write a book, okay? Maybe your product is you teach people how to write a book. Just came to me. What tools might they need when they're building a book or creating a book, right? Do they need a funnel for the book? Okay, great. That funnel for the book, okay, a book, training. So this is my product. What could be my multiple streams of income, okay? So maybe funnel, okay? So can I become an affiliate of ClickFunnels, okay, maybe, or lead pages, whatever you like, right? And as this person coming in here gets my training, he might need to buy this anyways, right? Can I incorporate it in some kind of a capacity that would create another income stream for me? Now, ClickFunnels might pay me, at the minimum, what is that, 40 bucks a month, okay? On a high side, 112 bucks a month or something like that. Okay, do I need to sell this? No, not really. Okay, now what else might he need? If he's launching out a book, okay, right now everything is about building a list, right? Does he have an autoresponder? Okay, simple. Okay, when he is launching out a book, does he need marketing? Okay, now you launched out a book, what about marketing? Okay, now what about marketing? How are you going to market your book, right? Well, if you're going to market your book, you need to learn a little bit about traffic generation, for example, right? Now, can I, through my multiple streams of income, recommend trainings to him, to this person, okay, to this guy right here who just purchased my training, okay, about how to launch his book? Could I point him in a direction, okay? Maybe I can endorse a product that I personally have been through, and I lead with moral authority, okay, saying, hey, check it out, okay? If you want to check it out, here is this product or this product. Maybe for book, it might be a great Instagram course, right? Maybe you go to Facebook and just get to market quickly. But do you think he might need this in order to launch a successful book? You see what I'm saying? So I've just included 3 resistance-free income streams that can pay me a lot of money. So while I'm building my main thing, my core, I can have my backhand stuff, okay, all take care of itself by default. Okay, does that make sense? Let's see. I don't see any comments, so I don't know if we're still live or not. Let me check this out. We can do like a part 2 on this one if you guys want. Okay. Let's see. Makes sense. Okay, good. Phyllis, good. Well, I guess I gotta look at that thing. Okay, good. But you see what I'm saying here, right? So what we wanted to do here is, okay, we thought about it. I'm like, okay, great, man. So, what can we do? And so we started to create, systems within the 4% that includes multiple streams of income. Okay, I think right now we're up to like 9 or 10 different streams of income. Those guys who are members of the 4% Pro level, you can get yourself those. You can get those activated, right? And you'll be good to go. But think about it like this, though. Okay, if you're promoting a company or a product, can you create a system, okay, that might be able to allow your people to plug in whatever income streams that you have there, and those affiliate commissions just get passed on to them. Okay, selling systems is important. The reason that I'm so big on systems, you guys, is because it's eventually, when you get big enough, okay, your people will be attracted to something that is real and legitimate, okay? So I'll tell you what we do right now. We don't endorse any business opportunity, okay? We don't endorse it. We don't endorse anything or any message that says, you know what, don't do anything, go to the beach, hang out, and become successful. That's garbage. It doesn't work, okay? We don't endorse anything that sets people up for disappointment later, okay? what we do is we say, okay, how can we focus on the top training, okay, and then delivering or creating a system, a selling system that would have all these main components in there, okay, and then thing number 3, okay, is, let's see, can you read that? Thing number 3. Let me see. Can you all read that on the bottom? Okay, is execution. Okay, execution and scale. Okay? So, man, that's a lot. And we've been here for an hour and a half. My goodness, man, time flies. We can do a couple things. We can do a part 2, or we can continue and I can wrap this up as quickly as possible. I don't want to hold you guys for too long, okay? Here's what I'm going to tell you. If you're building this up for yourself, okay? If you're building this up for yourself, execution should be easy, really, really easy to follow for your people, okay? So what I need to do is this. I need to, identify a product, what am I selling? Okay, do the math, break it down, okay? Focus on traffic strategies that will help me get the conversions based on what I'm selling, what my profits are, okay, what my conversion rate is, what my profits are, and identify how many sales do I need to get to the number that I need per day or per month, okay, to build at $100,000. For me to build $100,000 a month or a year income, I need to make a decision. I need to create a training system that will help me develop myself and my skill set to be able to get enough traction in my marketing, okay, to get to $100,000, to get the sales that I need, okay. I need to have a system, a selling system, okay, that would do all the selling for me. And when you have, this is huge, multiple streams of income, when you have that component in there, this will allow you to get it even faster, okay. Now, can I tell you something right now? Okay, let me ask you guys this. If you are just starting out, how many of you are just starting out right now? Okay, if you're just starting out, when you see this, right, you might be like, I get it. You know, it's a little complicated. Okay. Would it be easier if I told you that, look, if you resonate with, like, if you see this, if you see how this can work, and you literally want all the components to be in place for you, okay? Maybe you don't have a lot of money right now, okay? Maybe you're sick and tired of, you know, buying course after course after course and trying to implement it, okay? What works for us right now is what we have created within the 4% group, okay? So we went out there and we've identified, okay, what are the key elements that people really need to focus, okay? So what you can do, and I would invite you to do this, I have no hesitation whatsoever about this, okay, because we know that what we build is literally the best. It's a compilation of 13 years of my experience with some people. We've got some people that are doing 10 million plus per year. We've got some people that are doing billions of dollars in annual sales that want to do something, you know, with the 4% just because of how we have the system set up here, okay? But we also wanted to make sure that it's really, really easy and simple enough even for a complete beginner to follow and implement and execute and scale from there, okay, to build what they really want to build while building themselves, okay, and earning commissions as they do that, not by focusing on business opportunity, but focusing on product sales, okay? So like, for example, I'll tell you later, okay? So what I would suggest you guys do, okay, if you would like, if you're not a member of the 4%, is check it out. What we do is, number one, is we put you through what's called a 7-step to result process, okay, guide. Literally, step number one, you will create yourself affiliate accounts with all these different, you know, multiple streams of income. You'll get yourself set up. You'll get your link set up. You'll get all of that stuff set up, right? Then we take you through what's called Operation 100K, okay? Operation 100K is literally a step-by-step, module by module, episode by episode training to where I go undercover, okay, and I generate and I start out campaigns, running campaigns to the funnels available to the 4%, and I generate $100,000 in commissions, okay? I focus on traffic generation. That are very, very easy to follow. And then as we scale down, we focus on creating this. We focus on automation. We focus on resistance-free point of entry funnel, okay? Even if you're a part of an organization that has hundreds of thousands of people, for example, right? You need to have a unique front-end point of entry, okay, which is your landing page, your wrapper, okay? So I said, look, the easiest way for me to do that is to show people how to do it by actually doing it, right? And so that's part of the Operation 100K. We do incorporate multiple streams of income. Currently, we're up to 9 or 10 of them and growing, okay? There is a huge, massive back-end, a 3-year back-end process, okay, that we're plugging in to everything that's happening here. And execution could not be easier, okay? You literally just watch a video and follow what I do, and you can apply this to promoting anything else you want, okay? We wanted to remove any possible excuse for anybody for not being able to succeed, okay? And so I invite you to check it out if you're not a member of the 4%. If you are a member of the 4%, those guys who are members of the 4%, well, you know what we got going on. You know, we just had a live stream in the group. Be sure to check it out. So here's what I'll tell you guys, okay? Somebody tell me, what is your current, okay, your current biggest roadblock to your success that you think is? What would that be? Like, if you can just think about your marketing, you know, what you're doing. What do you honestly, realistically think is holding you from reaching the desired success level that you really want? What do you think that is? Making a program work. Okay, so making a program work, the getting on video, overwhelm, okay? Good traffic source that will pay a positive back, resourcefulness, thinking you can't. Okay. What is your biggest challenge right now that you think, like, if I can just remove that little block, okay, it would be simple for me. Small budget, step by step. Okay, so I'll address some of these. Okay, Martin, if you want step by step, bro, Operation 100K. Honestly, the best on the market, hands down. Like, I go pound to pound against anybody. I don't care who they are, what kind of anybody. There is nothing like the Operation 100K step-by-step guide that we have inside of the 4%. Boom, answered. Okay, getting on video. David Sinclair, here's your answer for you. Turn on that camera and just start talking, brother. Okay, here is the thing. Here's a big thing that really helped me. Okay, initially I was terrified on video. Below this stream, okay, below this live stream on this fan page, there's an interview I did with Dave Van Hoos on the journey. Watch that interview one more time. Okay, that will help you. Okay, resourcefulness. Okay, Austin Tools. Okay, all the resources is right here. Okay, again, what do you mean by resourcefulness? What exactly? Okay, be more specific. Okay, mindset and access to the knowledge. Okay, convincing my wife you're the real desk. Okay, JD, I don't know what that means. My comfort zone, I'm having problems getting out. Detailed training modules. Okay, a lot of quality traffic. So look, a lot of people. Okay, you guys, look. I agree with you. Ready, small budget. Okay, getting conversions. There are no blocks except the person you will see in the mirror. Okay, Gary Roberts. Agree with you on that one. Not being able to convert subscribers into buyers. Okay, like be able to completely knowledge, connecting the dots. Okay, here's the thing, you guys. We're gonna, hear me out. Okay, this year, right now, and this has already started, okay? We want to create something that has never been created before, okay? All of your challenges that you just listed, traffic generation, conversions, right? Getting out of your comfort zone, getting on video, persuasion, influence, talking to people, convincing your wife. The reason you need to convince your wife is because you do not get the results yet. If your wife would see that you got a result, you would not need to convince her. You know how I convinced my wife? Imagine the situation. Had to borrow a bunch of money. Had no job, no income coming in. Okay? We put a bunch of money into marketing, had no clue what I was doing. And we set aside a little money that we had from that borrowed money to pay the bills and put food on the table. No income coming in. You know what helped me convince my wife at that time? And you know how ladies are, man. They're like security, right? They like protection. They want to be safe, right? My hustle and my just like mad dog dedication to making it work. Okay? Some of you guys are watching this, you're half committed. Some of you guys are watching this, you're 90% committed. Some of you watching this, you're 95% committed. You're not all in. You will make $100,000 a year, or $8,000 a month, or $200,000 or $277 a day, like this, okay? When you make a decision to be a 1 or a 0 in making it work. If you're 99% committed, consider yourself a 0, okay? If you are whatever it's going to take type committed, I had to, my wife was watching me, right? And she was like, I told her, I said, baby, it's going to be okay. And so what I did is I went out there and I literally had no mercy on myself, okay? I wanted to make it work or I'm going to die trying. Literally that determined, okay? And I would stay up 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. My eyes would be red the next day, right? I was like, man, I'll get an hour of sleep or so and then do it again, okay? I wanted to succeed as bad as I wanted to breathe when you're under the water. Eric Thomas says that, right? He's like, hey, man, unless you wanted to succeed like you wanted to breathe, then you'll be successful. True, that was me, and I did whatever it took. So you guys, I wanted to take what my challenges were in my marketplace, in my business, in my beginnings, right? What worked with me, all right, for me, what by coaching and just watching people go through all these challenges, there was just a handful of things. Traffic, conversions, persuasion is a big one, okay? And creating automation in your business. That's it. There's like 4 things that you need to master. 4. That's it. When you understand those 4 things, 96% of all your worries disappear. Heck, 99% of your worries disappear. Okay? So somebody said overwhelm. Again, it's a big thing. A lot of people fail because of the overwhelm issue, right? So we went out there and we're like, dude, what would it really take to create something that would be available and affordable to anybody, even if they're on welfare, to be able to change their life? However, it's not a job. Please understand, it's a business that you're building, okay? So part of this right here, a decision, is you understanding that it's a business and I've got to have a business mindset, okay? An entrepreneur's mindset. Understanding that I'm going to have to, there's no such thing as free. You pay for something with money or your time. That's it, okay? You either pay for it with time or money, or both, okay? But you can start small, okay? Think about this. Think about how much do you spend on bottled water, right? Well, this is not bottled water, it's Kangen water. How much do you spend on your cell phone bill, right? How much did you spend, how much did you buy your computer for, okay? How much did you spend on, how much do you pay for lights, electricity? How much do you spend on clothes? How much do you spend on, on your coffee every morning, okay? Just take an inventory of the stuff that you have going out, of the money that you have going out. You go to a grocery store, you buy a couple bananas, couple apples, couple potatoes, right? How much is that? $50, $100, okay? You go out, one night or couple nights, a month, whatever your schedule is, right? How much is that? It's $100, couple $100, okay, here and there. Do you realize that you can build a solid business? You can realistically generate $100,000 a year by taking and cutting some of your expenses that you are already making right now on things that are not making you money. And if you just repurpose that money to your dream, do you realize that you can change your life? Really. Do you realize that? Tell me in the comments. Does this make sense? Okay? Okay? Stop blowing money and invest it. Look, if you commit, right, just for the next 90 days, to deliberately repurpose your finances, okay, in the area towards your dream, that you can have a breakthrough. Okay? Your wife, your husband, your significant other will be like, you know what? That was awesome. I believe in you now. But you've got to make a decision, man. You've got to make a decision. So we wanted to create a platform, okay, that is free to enter. There are paid options available if you want to scale, if you want to grow with us, if you want to participate on the bigger level. But for people like you, that maybe you have been going through failure to failure to failure to failure, just really beating yourself over, and you're like, dude, I wish there was something. There is something right now. It's called the 4%. Okay? It's not a job. It will require your commitment to excellence, but it will help you succeed. I promise you that one. Okay? And as you become more successful, you want to grow with us, you can grow with us. So we wanted to create this marketplace, this portfolio as we call it, right? We go out there and we find the best products in business category, business and marketing, right? Who is the best? What subcategories are there? There is traffic generation. So we wanted to develop and create courses, okay, that some of them are core portfolio, some of them are from third-party companies that we endorse, okay? And we wanted to create a big ecosystem for our members to be able to participate and run with the system, with the multiple streams of income, with the automation, while training them how to become great by selling real products that are in high demand in the world, and we're delivering them, and you can sell them through our systems for what it is, a product. Okay? Something that's going to be here to stay. Something that you go to bed sleeping knowing that, you know what you did today was good for the customer that you served. You did not sell them air. You did not sell them hope and with nothing to back it up. You did not sell them the same thing that they will have to resell over and over and over and over and over again, right? Does that make sense? And then we wanted to create products that are literally the best. What else do people need? Influence and persuasion. How do you become the best at what you do when it comes to communication? Who is the best? Want to bring that person in, right? Who is the best at finances? Who is the best at, health and fitness, working on yourself? Dude, what is a 4%er? What do we need to focus on to make you feel great, fill up your bank account? But we start with the area that a lot of people struggle with, which is money, okay? Money. We're going to help you solve this money situation. Tell me if you agree with me on this one. I said it before, I'm going to say it again. If you can solve your money situation, your health will improve probably, okay? About 95% of your worries will disappear, okay? Maybe not all of them, but about 95% of them will just vanish, okay? Maybe your relationship will become better, right? I don't know, man. Might be, okay? Maybe you have more fun in your life. Maybe you are able to contribute more, so the contribution is important. And now, because you're doing it in a way that's solid, it's not gimmicky. It's not like, okay, let's be sneaky here. You're building you, dude, okay? You're building yourself. And you're really understanding as you're earning money by selling real products, not business opportunities, right? Not things that is irrelevant. You're helping real people. You're doing good while doing great. You know what I mean? And at the same time, you're learning how to build yourself so that one day you can become an independent pillar of your own economy, right? You don't need me to succeed long term. Okay, I can be there for you. But that's what we want. We want to develop leaders that can spread this ripple. That's the big vision for us, you guys. Okay, and if you resonate with me, I'm going to invite you. Look straight up into you. Okay, you might be on a bad lane. You know, watching this, it's late. You know, you might be on your computer. You might be on your cell phone watching this while driving. You know, pay attention to the road. You might be listening to this while, you know, just a voice, you know, while you're doing something and your phone in your pocket or something, your tablet. Listen, if you want to belong to something great and you want to do great while doing good, then I want to invite you to join the 4% group. Take a look at what we're doing. And if you resonate with our vision, let's do this together. I'm looking for an army of people who will say, you know what? This stuff, it makes sense. You know why it makes sense to you? Because you can tell phony from real. You can. You feel it. Right? You feel it. So we're on a mission. And if you want to be part of what we do, we want to support, great. If you want to do whatever it is that you're doing separately, just take our ideas. We're going to be delivering tons of value here on this channel. Okay, on this page rather. For, you know, this particular Facebook group, right, or this particular fan page. So what I would recommend you do, if you want, okay, totally up to you. You might want to follow, you might want to like this, set notifications to show first or to see first, so you don't miss out any of the live streams. Every Thursday, we're going to be streaming great content. Every Monday, we're going to be streaming great content, at least twice a week, okay. And then from time to time, we're going to be popping up for some great content. It's not going to cost anybody anything. If one idea that you heard, something I shared, something I mentioned, something I hinted to or alluded to, if you can take one idea and help you advance your business another step, you know what? I did my job. That's what it matters. Okay? Whether you decide to join the 4% or not, it's totally up to you. If you don't resonate with us, please don't join. If you do, we'd love to have you. At any rate, look, decide to be successful, man, huh? Decide to go and make a decision to become great. Decide to do good in your space that you're serving. I'll tell you, I've been, you know, part of companies and I left them because I did not resonate with the message. You know, I did not resonate with knowing that what people were getting, and then the message that was spreading and propagating is not sustainable, will never be sustainable, right? We want to build futures here, and it's great, okay? You guys, look, let me know. I'm going to stay on for any questions here, okay? Maybe I'll stay on for another 5-10 minutes and see if we have any questions.